been a long, hot minute since we've had a chance to shoot a video. Apologize, but we're trying. So we've been really busy trying to move into a building, which Mitch is basically a mechanic, but recently, like, Mitch and I have been construction workers. So I've got the knees to prove it, but my knees don't agree. And getting up off the floor, I don't know, 500 times a day makes me sore in ways that I didn't know were actually possible.
You're kind of old too, so.
That might be part of it as well, yeah. We'll probably try to shoot just a little video today. Morgan, she's behind the camera. I've known Morgan's parents since Morgan was just a baby, and she's gonna be helping us out with cameras. So Tyler he's so busy with just the internet and the website and all that stuff that getting him out here to shoot videos has been really hard. Just a lot of growth. And now that we're installing new technology into old injectors, it's busy. So the guys at the shop are humping. I can't say that we've been slacking, just we haven't shot a video. But today, Mitch, you dynoed this truck, I see, quite a bit without me around.
Yeah, I made a few hits.
Currently, it's got what pump?
It has our 12.5 millimeter P pump in it right now. So that's the new fancy pump that we've got.
So we've got the 12.5 in here. It rips really, really, really hard.
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome pump.
Behind me, you'll see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets of injectors. Our off-the-shelf stuff is here. We've got, because everybody's always arguing about which angle is the best for what piston, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
I've done a lot of testing, and we're hoping that today we can change a bunch of these injectors and show you guys what different angles actually do. Currently, we have, this is ridiculous. Stock injectors were like P477, and if memory serves me correctly, off the numbers that I hand wrote in a or a piece of spiral notebook, when Jesus was a foot soldier, 24 probably. But I think a P477 is actually 37 liters of air per minute, and that was on 145 degree spray angle. What's in the truck right now is something that is smaller than our stage 1 by quite a little bit.
By a lot.
This is 45 liters per minute, and we ran them at 1,500 PSI of AFM. We used a 5 primary plus 2 pilots, and these little suckers used a 5x009 wire, and then a 2 by 003. So the pilot holes are 3 thou hole, and the 009, it probably leaves us with about a 10 or call it a 10-2 possibly. 45 liters of air per minute. Our current stage 1, and remarkably, these things have laid down basically 550 horsepower for 5 hits back to back to back.
Yep.
And the last hit made, what did it make for torque?
1053.
Just over.
Yeah.
In the middle of the 10s. This is a wide open throttle, stab it with everything she's got, with no air movement for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And so the motor's really, that's a struggle.
It's pulling hard.
From ecos to 4s, plus a couple of angle tests.
A couple experiments.
This dyno, with proper controlling, is just a very difficult task for any truck to do.
It's a true testament on your engine, your transmission, because it's like, imagine pulling a very heavy trailer straight up a mountain. That's what this dyno is doing, and you're full throttle.
Yeah. Thank you, Gene, from Puget Sound Diesel, for buying this truck. It's a rust-free survivor, all new wiring, all new engine, all new transmission. The thing drives amazing. It works really, really good. We'll try a set of ecos first, see how that goes. We'll try a set of 1s after that. Then we'll go to the stage 2s. At that point, we're going to try stage 2s at 150 degree and 155 degree, and we will see what the difference is between those two.
Yeah.
We got a lot of work to do. So,
do some experimenting.
Later, guys. Catch you in a bit. Give us, Mitch is fast. Give him like 6 minutes. He'll be right back. Okay, so we just dynoed a set of our stage 2s off the shelf, which are 63 liters of air per minute, and hole size is, it's a 14.4 wire, so about a 15 and a half. So 5 by 15 and a half plus 2 pilots at 5, 63 liters of air per minute, standard off the shelf spray angle, and we gained 10 horsepower. So with stage 1s at 56 liters a minute, we had 591 horsepower, 1,134 foot-pounds. With stage 2s, looking at the graph, the stage 1s are more violent on the bottom end, like it would drive easier, and that's all tunable with the AFC and the spring and the how, just moving it all around. But upstairs, the torque carries out better and the horsepower carries out better, but it's not much. It's only 10 horsepower and 1134 to 1139 foot-pounds, so 5 foot-pounds more. And basically, if you look on the earlier side of the curve, this motor really likes the 1s better. And again, if I added more spring pressure to the AFC, I could delay that. If I moved the housing around or adjusted the smoke screen, I could probably dial that out. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna change these injectors. Mitch is under the hood right now, fans are going. We're gonna test one more set of injectors and then break to go get a bite to eat. The next set of injectors is gonna be the exact same size as the stage 2, but it's gonna be about 5 degrees closer. They're gonna be 150 instead of 155. So far, all day long, the data, interstage, boost, drive, EGT, it all looks the same no matter what injector we've had in it. It gets to about 1420, 1450 at the top of the run. And it always makes about 60 pounds of boost at about 40 pounds of drive. So there's, data-wise, we're not learning a lot there. We're learning that it doesn't really care. First, we're gonna change just the spray angle and see if that makes it any happier or if it makes it less happy. I'm suspect that it's gonna make it less happy. But, you don't know until you try. So that's project next. Okay, so we just tested 2 sets of stage 2s, and then we tightened them up a little bit at 150. So both of them are at 63 liters of air per minute, 14.4 wire, so about a 15 and a half. So 5 by 15 and a half plus 2 pilots. The learning curve is, I would have expected that the 155 degree smoked less on the top end, because you're aiming for a larger bowl, trying to take more of an opportunity to access all the oxygen molecules in the bowl.
Correct, yes.
And I would expect that because of that, it would make more horsepower. That proves true. Flatter spray angle definitely is cleaner. Like opacity out the tailpipe.
Yep.
But 7, 8 horsepower less.
Yeah.
So we went from 601 to 609, and torque went from 1138 to 1146. Mm-hmm. And with the tighter spray angle, it made peak torque about 50 RPM later. It also finally broke into the 1500s for exhaust gas temperature.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that yet.
We're learning things, like a lot of these things we've done so long ago that you just forgot about them, I guess, and you just kind of do what you're doing because you always done it that way.
Learned all this like 20 years ago.
Yeah, sort of. We still have a set of stage 3s with a 159 degree angle.
Yes.
And a set of off-the-shelf stage 3s to test.
Yep, so I got 2 stage 3s, 1 experimental to try out.
This thing is begging for timing already. If I give it a couple more degrees of timing, the 1500 that I just saw, we're gonna capture more of that burn before the exhaust valve opens. So our exhaust gas temperature, in all theory, should drop and our horsepower should go up. It's really not very fun to time a 12 valve when they're hot, because you got to shove your finger in that little hole where the timing pin goes. And when that little timing pin hole is hot, it's very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
So we've currently got a fan blowing directly down at it. We're gonna go grab a bite to eat, take Morgan out, and we'll come back. We'll set the pump timing. We'll bump it up like 2, maybe 3 degrees, and without changing injectors, we'll make a hit to see what it does.
Yep, exactly.
Hi, Morgan, give me right back to the shop. Record. So, P-pumps.
Friggin' P-pumps.
This thing sounded really timing tame all day long.
Yeah.
And it acted kind of like it wanted a little bit more timing. And all we did was change timing. We added 2 degrees, and guess what? We lost 30 horsepower. And we went from 1145 to 986. That is a truckload of torque just gone. What we're gonna do for exploration's sake is we're gonna set this thing to 18 degrees pin timing.
Yep.
And we're gonna go from 18 to 20, 21, 22, 23. My brain has been common rail taught that injection rate equals horsepower. But now that we've given it more, we obviously know it hates it. So I was wrong. It doesn't want more timing. I think this thing's gonna want less. On the way to lunch, I asked
We had that exact conversation.
I asked him, I'm like, why the hell is it that in a common rail, is it just that we have so much rail pressure available? Is that why? It must be why, it must be why, it must be why.
Yep, exactly.
And we came out here and we proved that injection rate is a real thing, even with P-pumps. But we're gonna conclude today. I've got friends coming in for my birthday. They're here out of Utah. If anybody's ever bought a Randy's transmission, he's here, and we're gonna go break other shit. Go ahead, and I know Gene wants his truck, but I want Gene's truck to be really, really, really correct when he gets it. So we're gonna pull it back down to 18 and start over and see what this thing will make for power. So as for now, Lenny Reed, Dynomite Diesel. Thanks for watching.
Bye.